live a life that I never dreamed I could. And it wasn't because I was the most talented. It's because I was a hard worker. That 110% came back for me. I was a smart little booger. I got with guys that were great, and I just fit right in like a little chameleon, and we went on to the top. We won Bluegrass Music's Entertainer of the Year 3 times. I had an excellent life. I met my wife there, who was an incredible singer, who had big record deals. We live in a big, beautiful house in a big, beautiful neighborhood. And if you didn't know it, I promise I'd tell you about it. Because I got this thing up here that I developed. I always had it, but it's an ego. You can handle your ego properly, or you can handle it improperly, and I did. I did and said things that I did not mean, or maybe I did, but you don't say it sometimes, right? I don't know what was going on. I had a lot going on. I had a full-time job all through these Grammy nominations. I was a Bluegrass star. There's a difference. And a Brad Paisley country music star and a Jamie Johnson Bluegrass star. You don't get paid like the same. But I always work a day job. So I thought I deserved more than most because I was doing this and I was doing this. And if you came to my house, you're going to make a trip to my trophy room because I'm going to make sure you get there somehow. And you know, I don't even hang that stuff up anymore. Alcohol crept into my life. I drank like normal people for many years. I could take it or leave it. I'd go on a drunk one night after a show. I might not drink for 2 weeks because it hurt. Something in our brains, that dopamine, something's broke up there. I'm not technical. I'm not technical with the AA book. I need things simple. And that means going to meetings every day. Simple things like that. I can do that. If it means keeping me sober and keeping my sanity and keeping my sobriety, I can promise you I'll fight you. Well, I won't fight you with my chair, but I want my chair, okay? I deserve my chair. We'll talk about that a little more. The alcoholism got me. I was rude with my wife. My wife didn't threaten me, even though she could have whooped me. She was an all-state athlete too. Why are all these all-state athletes around me except me? But she was an incredible woman, and she still is. Suzanne had enough. She set a boundary. She was obviously talking to somebody. Set her boundary. Came to me while I was in my first treatment center when she told me I needed help. And I went in and said, all right, I'll go in here and knock this thing out, and I'll be home, and we'll be good. Well, while I was gone, I had to sign papers of our divorce. It got real. If I hadn't met somebody in treatment that talked me into staying, I was leaving. I was getting out of there because I had things I had to get done. Now, I can't wait. My buddy talked me into staying. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I drank a couple days after I got out of there, and I regret I did it. I wished I'd have listened. Because it could have ended right then. And all she was doing when I find out way down later the road was just threatening me to let me know she'd set a boundary and she wasn't going to take it. You either change and get help or it's over. And my ego wouldn't let me just swallow that pill. I just went on as a raging bull Jamie and wound up in the hospital 14 times in that next year in the psych ward at Vanderbilt. I couldn't tell them who the name of the president was. I had so much alcohol in my body I couldn't think straight anymore. And while I wasn't trying to die, at times I didn't really know if I cared. I didn't know if I was good enough to be here anymore. I was humbled indeed. She took everything out of the house except my words, and I lost that house. Wound up in a hotel. I left the band. I got sober on March the 23rd. March the 22nd, I made the phone call, 2015. I looked in the mirror that day as I crawled over to the bathroom to vomit again. And I made a phone call. The only people that were answering my calls at that point, I made a phone call to my sponsor. He answered my call, and he couldn't get me in a treatment center, and he called his sponsor. That'd be my granddad sponsorship. My grand sponsor got me in a place in Texas, and I've never drank since. Oh my gosh, you don't know how good that feels to say. It feels really good. When I got out of treatment on that specific run, we'd been separated for 14 months and tried to get divorced. She tried to leave me in prison for a minute there, And I don't know what changed her mind, and I don't want to ask questions, but for some reason my wife took me back. She picked me up from the airport. My boy Coltrane was there with her. And we've not been apart. We've never been closer. I can't wait to get home to him tonight. This afternoon we'll have dinner together, I hope. I'm grateful that I can love myself today. And I do. And it's not in that egotistical way. I know there's an ego in there, but I go to a meeting every day to keep that thing in check. And hear other people's stories of hope, and other people's stories of not hope, of other people that don't come to meetings and we hear about them. How they've relapsed and they're in jail, or they've relapsed and they've passed away. Because it happens all the time. The lucky ones get them chairs. And I've explained to your loved ones yesterday, if you can find that chair in a meeting you love, don't accept that as punishment. It is a gift. The greatest gift you'll ever have. You're going to find a higher power and an understanding of the human nature ways. Because everybody on this planet, I promise you, could probably use a meeting. I'm here to tell you, it's a pretty awesome experience. It's not a bunch of cuckoos in there. That's what I thought it was at first. I wouldn't even say I was an alcoholic. It's a bunch of the most amazing people in your life trying to live just for today. It's pretty awesome. I wrote this song for myself that I'll share for you. Out in Dallas, Texas, I set my guitar down and said, I'm not going back on that road. And here I am in Franklin, Indiana. Try to lie to the man in the mirror. What I see couldn't be any clearer. I can't deny it's all black and white. I'm the only one who can change. I'm the only one I can blame. Down on my knees, Lord help me please. I'm ready to love me again, ready to jump back in. I'm ready to laugh, cry, and fly. I'm ready to face my sins, ready to make amends, find comfort in my own skin. I'm ready to love me again. Took a while to get where I am, on my way to a place where I can leave this hell and forgive myself. I'm ready to love me again, ready to jump back in. I'm ready to laugh, cry, and fly. I'm ready to face my sins. I'm ready to make amends, find comfort in my own skin. I'm ready to love me again. I'm ready to love me again. I'm just a troubled soul, willing to let God and just let go. 'Cause I'm ready to love me again, ready to jump back in. I'm ready to laugh and cry and fly. I'm ready to face my sins. I'm ready to make amends, find comfort in my own skin. I'm ready to love me again. I'm ready to love me again. I'm ready to laugh, I'm ready to cry, I'm ready to fly, I'm ready to love me again. Yes, it's pretty awesome to get a chance to do that thing. 'Cause when I wrote that, I had zero intention of anybody but my family to hear it. And And I've been able to travel the country and share my story. And wow. I decided to make changes, and that's one of the things that they teach us in treatment. You got to make some changes and change people, places, and things. And I decided to leave the band, the Grascals, and whether I decided that or not, they decided for me because they replaced me while I was in treatment. I didn't know. But it still felt good to tell them I was leaving. I tell everybody it was my choice. But it was the best gift that was ever given to me. I'm still friends with those guys. I listened to them on the Grand Ole Opry last night. See, in my ego, I thought they'll never make it. Okay, go right ahead. They played the Grand Ole Opry last night. I think I'm doing all right. And I've got this whole last year, I've got to fill in for him. When my best friend who was in the band, he's struggling right now as we speak today. And he's no longer in the band. I had to fill in for him for a few months. I've gotten to make amends. I've gotten to make ones that have meant so much to me. And I've gotten to make amends that I made a bigger deal out of that were really even meant to be. Things that I thought were wrong with me and people hated me and they were like, I didn't even know you drank. Crazy are how our minds work, how everybody's staring at us and we are a disease, and that's not true at all. I think we're some of the best people on this planet and I think we make it better. We got a lot of loved ones here. I'm sure you've had your fill of us, right? You've been trying to get us help. You've been trying to talk to us, trying to talk some sense into us. Why are you doing these crazy things? And likewise with the ones and the loved ones that are here in treatment, we're tired of being told that a little bit. And it's a hard relationship because, hey, guess what? None of us set out for this. You didn't mean to have a spouse that was going to be drinking or using every day, and you didn't mean to have a child that did that, and likewise they didn't set out to do that. But it is what it is, and you're here. My wife wrote me a song that I never listened to until I was 2 years sober. She wrote it for me before my first treatment, and it was her way of trying to tell me to try me instead of drinking every day. Try me, try love. And since I've listened to that song and been playing it at the treatment centers, I've changed it. When I'm in there, I sing it every day at the treatment center. Try me is this chair. Try me is getting help. Try me is your higher power. Try something we haven't been trying because we've tried the other ways, I'm pretty sure of it. So for all you loved ones, this song's for you. This was my wife's version of what I was going through, okay? Cocaine is a temporary lift. Novocaine can numb you for a bit. Dark whiskey can help you forget about all the hurt you feel inside when it hits your lips. Well, try me, I'll make you feel better than you ever will, like medicine in your veins, the kind that heals everything. I'm the only dose you'll ever need. Try me. A kiss can cure a lot of things. A touch can help you ease the pain. Broken, yeah, I can fix all that. All you've got to do right now is tell me where it's at and try me. I'll make you feel better than you ever will, like medicine in your veins, the kind that heals everything. I'm the only dose you'll ever need. Try me. I won't ever leave you lonely. There ain't nothing you can't show me. So show me and try me. I'll make you feel better than you ever will, like medicine in your veins, the kind that heals everything. I'm the only dose you'll ever need. Try me, baby, try me. I work my program every day. I sponsor some guys. Some of them work it, some of them don't. I can see the difference on my side of it. And instead of looking in their mirror, staying in their lane. I love that commercial. Stay in your lane, bro. I try to do that. I wouldn't know to do that if I didn't go to a meeting. And it causes me to call my sponsor when they don't call me, because it frustrates me. And instead of being frustrated with them, well, I just call my sponsor. And hopefully makes him call his sponsor. If you get through this thing, I'm talking to my fellow folks that are here right now. If you can work these steps, they're amazing. They make you better. And if you can get all through them steps, and they're not that big of a deal, I promise you, help somebody else. And if you're here and you don't have our particular disease, help somebody else. You're doing it right now. You're here. You're accountable. I can't thank you enough, not only for me, but for them, for being here. I left the band. I did what Dad said. I never quit my day job. I got my engineering degree and I work for steel companies in Nashville, and I still do. I'm driving a beautiful company truck now. And they know right where I'm at. And man, are they okay with it. They'd much rather have a sober guy going to try and spread the word than a crazy one driving the truck. I'm pretty sure of that. But I get to write songs now. I work at a treatment center in Nashville and Panama City Beach. It's a rough life, I know. I'll be coming here from time to time. And there's nothing like being in Indiana in my book. But a lot of cornfields, I will say. But I get to write songs like we did yesterday. I'm going to do one right now that I wrote not here. We'll do those as well. And then we'll watch a little video and have questions, and we'll go read about ourselves. This one right here I wrote with some guys in Nashville that were in treatment. And this one particular young man had told me, he said, man, I've been to the Grand Ole Opry too. And a bunch of times. And you hear things a lot, right? When you're out here, it's like, oh, okay, great. But he explained the color of the carpet before the flood, and I knew he wasn't kidding. Well, he got out. He didn't have his guitar. He said, man, I can play the guitar too. I said, that's awesome. And, well, he relapsed and came back, and he had his guitar the second time. He said, I told you I had a guitar. Man, you didn't have to go to them lengths. I hope he's sober today. I hope he's working his program. He gave me this melody and this chord. Guys that play the guitar in here know chords. I'm not especially great at this. I never played on my own until I got sober, and I had to. I didn't have a band anymore. He showed me these chords on this thing right here, and he started. I thought that was so pretty, man. Can't play it like him. And we were talking about prayer, how your prayer changes when you get in the program. At first, our prayers, they're for mercy. God, please help me out of this. Can you just get me out of this court date Monday? Man, I'm not drinking or using again. It's over. And it's awesome how our prayers changes a few months down the road when we're starting to feel the rewards of the program. How we just wake up like I did this morning and said, thank you. That's all I said. Enough said. There were no begging for mercies this morning for me. That's what this song's about. We all have our problems we must face. There are consequences brought on by our mistakes. But I believe there's an answer, and I believe in faith. And I believe my God, He can take it all away. Lord, I need you and your amazing grace, the warmth of your grace. Let your love flow through me. I need you. It's your will, not mine. And I'm feeling fine. Lord, I need you. You know, just this morning I got down on my knees, and I wasn't begging for your mercy. Instead, I was thanking you. You know, I did something that my old friends could never see or believe. Yes, I got out of me, and I gave my all to you. Lord, I need you. Your amazing grace, if only for today. Let your love flow through me. I need you. It's your will, not mine. And I'm feeling fine. Lord, I need you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lord, I need you. The guys, we met in the morning. I got up and drove from Indiana. From Nashville, I'm sorry, from Goodlettsville, technically. And got up at 2 a.m., took a quick shower, and headed out on the road. And came up here, and it's a new experience every time. If you've done this a lot, like I have, it's still scary, meeting new people. Wanting to fit in, that was one of my problems all the time. I always was trying to fit in, no matter where I went. The reality is, I hated being short. I hated looking a little different, but not so much anymore. I'm okay with that. I would like to lose about 10 or 15 pounds. Not today. I have full intentions of stopping in Louisville and getting me a big boy, because we don't have that in Nashville. That's on the agenda. I'm gonna do the guys' song first. It's fun. You know what? Maybe I'll do the girls first, because I think the guys is fun, and maybe we'll end on a fun note. The girls is fun too. It's just more of my soft side. The guys, I try to, if there is a gruffy thing, I pull it out on that. So, ladies, if you'll help me. How we write a recovery song. I mean, everybody could think about it. Set down that drink, or put down a needle, or you could do things like that, or you could think it through. And that's what we do. We go to a board. We take words from the past. We do things we're learning. We mention a word from our past, and we get action words, and then we get where do we want to be. And also realizing that we didn't get here very quickly. It took a little bit to get here, right? And it's going to take a second to get back. But I believe that you can. And the ladies, if they'll help me sing this, enjoy the moment, everybody, because this right here is worth the whole trip to me. We all sang them, and I got recordings of them for them. So they'll all get to take them home with them and have them forever and remember this moment. It might even help them in a bad moment when they're stuck. Imprisoned by insanity, at war with darkness inside me, haunted by the secrets and lies. With a little help, I'll get it right. believe in hope. I believe in you. I believe in me. I found the strength to let it all go, become someone I won't know. I'm desperate to try something new, and I surrender all to you. I believe, oh I believe, I believe, I believe in hope. I believe in you. I believe in me. I breathe new life, finally free. Broke the chains that once shackled me. I found my purpose. I am at peace. Eyes wide open now I see. I believe, oh I believe, I believe, I believe in hope. I believe in you. I believe in me. We're going to do it once without the music. Just the chorus. I believe. Oh, I believe. I believe. I believe in hope. I believe in you. And I believe in me. Awesome, ladies. Awesome. Can you imagine getting a chance to do that with people trying to do something good for themselves and for you? Special tuning for the men, for attitude. Guys was a little bit different. It was early in the morning. I'd done psyched myself out driving up here because I'm a little dude, and I'm thinking, I better not sing them soft songs for them right off the bat. We better go with something a little bit of attitude. And but they ended up liking the girl songs better than theirs in the afternoon. We sang the girl song 3 or 4 times. Maybe they were just trying to show their soft side. I don't know. But I can tell you this much. The guys were very awesome. They even let me eat first in the lunch line. And hey, man, when you're hungry, that's an awesome thing. And I was hungry, and I got to sit there and eat with them. And getting a chance to come do this is as good for me or better than it is for them. The experience, it really is. It keeps me humble, keeps it real, and I get to see somebody fighting for the life. Man, they're right here and it's fresh. And that got to remind me of that. 4.5 years into it, I'm still a baby in sobriety. But I never want to let it go. Not today, anyway. So with that, we're going to try this. Guys, are you okay to do it? I know some of you are not. If you feel like it, great. Everybody can participate on this one.
Go ahead.
We're going to stomp your feet. It's easy if you do this. We don't stop. Don't stop until I say stop, please. Here we go. Here's our words. My ego washes over me. Only sorrow and misery. The only thing that I can see is I'm about to hit rock bottom. Stretch is spreading far and wide. No matter where I try to hide, exhausted, lost, weary-eyed, and drowning in my problems. As I begin to recognize the pain I've caused from all my lives, face my fears, it's time to fight. Put it down and let it go. Yeah, the smoke is clear and I can see. Heaven, will you help me please? Break these chains, set me free, and finally let it go. Finally let it go. I'll take it one day at a time as I'm headed toward a better life. Maybe I can get it right. These new seeds I will sow. As I'm living out my amends with a lot of help from my new friends. Willing and born again, I'm finally letting go. Yeah, the smoke is clear and I can see. Heaven, will you help me please? Break these chains and set me free, 'cause I'm finally letting go. Yeah. I'm finally letting go. Stop. As I'm living out my amends with a lot of help from my new friends. With a will in mind, I'm born again. I'm finally letting go. Yeah, the smoke is clear and I can see. Heaven, will you help me please? Break these chains and set me free, 'cause I'm finally letting go. I'm finally letting go. Woo. Did I sound mean on that? Oh boy, I tell you, that felt good. It feels good when everybody does it together. Because listen, how many guys in here or women serve for our country? Can you raise your hand pretty please? Thank them for what they've done for us. The ones who have served for our country, they know. They know what it's like to be a unit and a team. When they're going in the scariest part of their life, if they're going to have to be shipped off somewhere to do something, they want to have confidence in their fellow mates. And they want that strong army, that strong thing, right? Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of us in addiction. But we are a team and we are a unit. You find the strongest ones that you can, and you hang on to them. And when you get good and strong, like your fellow man, help the ones who aren't. They need a little extra help. We are not perfect, folks, but there's only been one perfect one in all time. We are all human. We've all got a mirror. Set your boundaries, love your loved one, pray for them that they're going to get better. They're in a very safe place right now, and I can't think of anywhere on a Saturday I'd rather be right now. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for opening up the Terrace Center for me today and letting me come and hang out with your loved ones. The loved ones, we're bonded for life. I'm a very small part of your recovery, but I hope you don't forget me and know that I mean it. That if you just get through today, tomorrow will be tomorrow. It'll be here soon enough. Live right now. Go to your meetings. For the love of crying, go to your meetings. Find the one you love, and I promise it's a better life.